Selamlar dostlarım. Yeni bir Horizon Forbidden West videosuyla karşınızdayım. Şimdi Kotolla bizi buraya çağırmıştı. Sanırım yeni koluyla alakalı bir şeyler söyleyecek. Gidelim bakalım. Alva. Ne yapıyorsun burada? Dur bir dakika. Önce Kotolla.
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
Tabii ama önce şunları konuşalım.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth.
Kesinlikle.
Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
Yani o kadar yaman değil aslında ama evet, yay kullanabiliyor.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
Kesinlikle.
That sums it up. You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Tabii ki.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
Peki. Hemen oraya
My
gidiyorum.
Thanks, Aloy.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
Buradan ayrılmadan önce insanlarla da konuşayım da bir daha buraya gelmem gerekmesin.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an
Yani tam
ancestor.
reenkarnasyon denmez. Klonuyum.
Speaking,
Aynen.
Of course, not like the late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars.
Evet ama onlar iyi değiller.
They're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and
Okay.
Tamam sakin ol,
hold on.
nefes
We
al
take it
önce.
one step at a time.
Ben nefessiz kaldım.
you're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Önce dostlar.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is
Evet, Beta biraz bana benzer.
not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with
Evet,
each other
bizde
freely.
fikir ve bilgi özgürlüğü vardır.
It's
Sizin
refreshing.
oralarda pek yok galiba.
Back home, diviners can only share data with
Aynen.
the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
a diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would
Hem de
normally be
nasıl?
forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors.
Ama şerefsizin önde gideni.
Based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
Oho,
What
böyle
happens to
sansür mü
diviners who
olur?
break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Çok kötü ya.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Pharaoh, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Pharaoh, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Pharaoh spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire, the living embodiment of Ted Pharaoh, the renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with
Kendisi
Thebes
5
and
yaşındaki
what
bir
lay
zekaya
behind
sahip
its
olduğu
door.
için getirmez tabii ki.
More and more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now.
Neyse,
But
en azından
what the
gerçeği
seal
görebiliyorsun.
became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than Sio?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity.
Orası
I
belli.
can't tell you how many times
Bedava
he took credit
başarının
for
üzerine
data in a
konmaya
legacy that
çalışıyor.
I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone.
Niye
not even
ki?
your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort
Ha,
can oversee.
en azından bu
Sounds
şekilde
harsh.
çıkabiliyorsun.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the empire is
Ha, anladım. Alimlerin bilgisini başkası
fearful
çalmasın
that
diye.
outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Tamam. Gidelim.
I need to get going, but if you need anything,
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Güzel. Ekibin yeni, taze, zeki bir üyesi.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba. How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession.
Ne takıntısı?
Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind
Huh.
of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
This instant enough.
I still
dakika.
can't believe she told. I've never to deny.
Yanlışlıkla bastım. Huh.
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
I need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
Tamam. Sıra Varl'da. Niye takılıyorum? Ha.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all
Vay.
was settled in
Böyle
nicely.
deyince bir
Our
şey
new
hissettim
friend?
kendime. Rütbeli.
The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
And that's all for you. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need.
Yapma ya, sen de mi Zoe'ya benzedin?
I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Bu üsttekilerin
Now that I
samimiyeti
have
çok
Omega
güzel
clearance,
ya.
we can
Hoşuma
grab
gidiyor bayağı.
Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder.
Konuşma
jaws.
olmuştu.
Better them than us, for once.
Tamam
I
Eren.
should go get this to Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
Evet,
I
lavın
remember
üzerinde
that next time I go
içinde
traveling.
yüzdüm hatta.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous.
Ama öyle deme, o hayatı boyunca neredeyse fokus kullandı. Hani onun mesleği bu.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do
Yok be.
fine, Aaron.
Hiçbir zaman beni yüzüstü bırakmadın.
I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons,
I'll give you the heads up.
Tamam. Kimimiz kaldı? Beta kaldı. Burası değil. Burası. Niye kilitli kapı? Bir şey diyeceğim, Beta'nın kapısı niye kilitli? Aa. Bir dakika, bir Gaia ile konuşayım. Ne oluyor be? Panik atak mı geçiriyor içeride? Beklerim ondan öyle bir şey.
The old ones use holograms for everything.
Let them experience a great many things.
Holograms are illusions, though. I wonder if at some point they just couldn't tell what was real.
Welcome back.
Teftiş drone'unu koyayım hemen.
There we go. All drones are reconnected to the dome now.
Tamam, bu da sondu.
Good choice.
Konuşalım.
ALIYOR,
Hay. Başlayacağım ama.
I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current
Oha!
estimate is that
1-2
the
saatten
merge will
35
take
saate mi
35
çıktı?
hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to
Oh,
approximately
daha iyi.
4.5
En azından
hours.
35 saat değil.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Tahmin ediyordum. Kapıyı kapatmış zaten. Geliyorum hemen. Burası değil, burası.
Aloy, I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way.
Öyle de denmez ki. Tamam geliyorum falan mı diyecek? Ne
It's
yapacak?
one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone. In a cell again. A slave. Forever.
Ha. Şansa bak değil. Kendine gel deyip tokat atmam. Ya bu biraz duygusallaştık çekiyor ya. Buna böyle gitmek lazım bence.
Laurel and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless.
Of Beta of.
Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand!
Aloy patlayacak. Evet. Dönecek şimdi ağzına ne geliyorsa söyleyecek.
You're right. I don't understand.
Evet
We have
başladı.
the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's
Rost
my
vardı.
defect?
Yani benim bu noktaya gelmemde aslında Rost'un payı büyük. Aynı zamanda hayatımdaki bütün zorluklara karşılık elimden geldiğince bir şeyler yaptım falan filan. Yani aslında çoğunlukla kendi kendimi yetiştirdim. Rost'tan sonra. Ah be Rost'cum.
Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving.
Bence beni
The
seviyordu.
day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough.
Kesinlikle.
What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win.
Güzel söz. Ah be Rost Reis. İlk oyunda ciğerimizi yaktın.
You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way.
Bence başka bir yol yok ama sen bilirsin.
I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you.
Sonunda be.
But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
Yani ne yapayım? Öldüreyim seni. Eğer fırsatım olursa.
Promise? I promise.
Bence öyle bir durum olursa Aloy Beta'yı
Use
öldüremez.
as much time as you
Keşke
can give
söz
me studying
vermeseydi.
up on the merge to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Güzel. Beta da artık hazır. Herkes hazır.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
I'm quite certain that it's a unique situation.
Herkesin konuşması var ama şu an yapmayacağım.
But if there were two of me walking,
Alva'nın görevi var.
I'd run for the hills and never look back.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your
Onun
help.
için geldim zaten.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No, Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me?
Tabii
I
ki.
have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Tamam, şimdi ayrılalım.
I should go. Make sure you talk
Kotala'nın
to Gaia if you have
kolunu
any
test
questions
etmesine
about
yardımcı
questions.
olacağım.
May your path lead to truth.
Daha doğrusu kolunu test ederken yanında olacağım.
And like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Tamamdır. Şimdi Kotala'nın nereye götüreceğine bakalım bize. Niye ışınlanamıyorum? Heh.
Pretty sure this is where Kotala wanted us to test his new arm. Not sure what he has in mind, though. I should contact him. Let him know I'm here. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
Titrek diş mi keseceğiz acaba?
Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Niye bu kadar gizemli davranıyor? İlginç.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
Aynen öyle.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark.
Aa, intikam alıyorsun.
Consider this my revenge.
Evet.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that.
Neyin üzerinde?
It has menaced the
Alazcı.
village for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
Vay. Tak bakalım. Ortadaki parmak nerede? Yani prototip olarak fena değil. Hiç yoktan iyidir.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Dur. Yine gaza geldi. Ben bu adama gaza gelmesine bayılıyorum ya. Oh. Haha, bug'a girdin değil mi? Lan dur. Doğru ya. Bir kez yapmıyordu. Tamam. Kotal'la Sevinç'ten 4 köşe oldu. Yani bu kadar mutlu olacağını bilsem her gün şeye getiririm bu adamı, savaşa. Güzel. Korktum lan. İrkildim. Oha. Yalnız çok cool hareketti bu arada. Kalbini söktü.
Well, I think it's safe to say the
Keşke
new arm
bir de
works fine.
görsel olarak daha güzel gözükseydi.
Agreed.
Dur ya, niye
Then why are
çıkardın?
you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong.
Ha, öyle deme ya. İşine yarardı bence.
When I need it,
Ha,
but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
ulan ne kadar güçlü bir adamsın sen ya.
You have my
Helal
thanks
olsun.
for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The ten be with you, Aloy.
Tamam. Yağmalıyım. Bunun bir yerde kulaklarını düşürdüm ama neredeydi? Çok önemli değil ama bulursam iyi olur. Yok, bulamadım. Her neyse. Tamam, bitti. Şimdi şu tarafa doğru gideceğiz. Şurada bir Karakutu var. Buradan gideriz. Ne tarafta? Burada.
can find a voice recording here.
Ha, burada. Dalalım. Ha, direkt buradaymış. Ah be. Süper silah zannediyoruz Zero Dawn'ı.
There was no weapon. Just hope that life could survive.
Aynen öyle.
There aren't any more beacons showing up on my focus. This must be the last of the recorders. The Tanakh soldier at the Grove can complete a collection when I return.
Tamam, vereceğim. Ondan önce şuraya gideceğim. Şurada bir geri noktası var.
Okay, let's see. There's a bridge in the
Tamam.
distance and a domed building. Doesn't look like any of the ruins nearby. But maybe it's underwater.
Bakalım. Mesela burası uygun mu?
The ruin with the dome. Kind of looks like the one in the image. That did it.
Oha, tek attım. Oha, sadece şeyden kopya çektim. Hani burada bu güçlendirme şeyi var ya, belki de tam bunun yanındadır falan diye, cidden de buradaymış. İlginç. Tamam. Şimdi son bir süs var, o da burada. Tamamdır. Şuradan çıkış var. Bu tarafa. Düşmeyeyim. Tamam, düşmedim. Şimdi buradan içeri girecek miyim ben?
Okay,
Yoksa şuradan mı?
where to now?
Buradan da gidiş var. Kafam çok karıştı ya. Bir dakika, önce buraya bakacağım.
Okay, I'm in. I should take a look around.
Şimdi asansör var. Pil lazım.
There's another building.
Ay!
Wall up there.
Ulan bir an çok emindim çıkabileceğim konusunda. Çekebiliyor
I'm
muyum?
not getting up to the ledge that way.
Yok. Aldız ışıl nerede? Önce buralara bakayım. Bu şarj yeri mi? Evet. Pil de burada. Tamam.
Energy cell. It looks like it's out of power. There we go.
Tamam. Bir de buraya bakacağım.
Now, where do I put this in?
Aldız ışıl neredeydi? Kaybettim. Peki.
Sundown. Stars will be out soon.
Etraf çok kırmızı oldu. Şimdi o pili buradan buraya getireceğim.
Nope. Looks like the cell's losing power.
Yetişir mi ki? Hadi. As be, hadi be, olacaktı.
Charge it up again.
Tamam, tekrar deneyeceğim. Neredeyse olmuştu ya. Koş koş koş. Hadi.
Ah be. Lan tam taktım, bitti.
No good.
Sanırım böyle olmayacak bu. Yani yetişmiyor çünkü. Başka bir yol olmalı. Şuradan yukarı çıkayım. Ha, burada şarj terminali var. Tamam.
Daha yakın olması daha iyi. Burası gibi. Heh. Aynen öyle.
Got it. The elevator should have power.
Güzel. Ama önce şuraya bakacağım.
Burası nereye gidiyor? Burası aşağı iniyor.
Yok, burası bir yere gitmiyor.
Can't believe this thing still works.
Ha, kestirme oldu. Güzel. İyi de oldu. Şimdi orada bir çiçek var. Burada bir kutu var. O kutuyu şuradan çıkartabilirim.
Need to clear some distance first.
Bunu oraya atmadan önce kendim gidebiliyor muyum oraya? Yani çıkabiliyor muyum kutusuz? Onu deneyeceğim. Çıkabiliyorum. Bir de şunu göstereceğim size. Bu çiçeği vurduğumda açıkken bir canım gidiyor. Gösteremedim çünkü R1'e bastım. Tüh. Neyse. Bir canım gidiyor ama az önceki yaptığım hareketi yaparsam o bir canı geri kazanıyorum. Çok ilginç bir şekilde. Burası nereye gidiyor? Amanın. Oh. Biraz kafam karıştı. Şimdi bunu oraya iteceğim muhtemelen. İyi de bunu çıkartamam ki buraya. Neyse, şimdilik kalsın. Aynen, kalsın şimdilik. Yine kestirme. Güzel. Kapı var, hemen ona gidiyorum. Çıkamıyor muyum yukarı? Yok, kafamı kaldıramıyorum. Çatlağın içinden geç. Peki. Nereye geldim ben? Geri çıktım. Ha, oradan çıktım. Peki. Süs orada. Tamam.
Going down.
Yedinci kat. Önemli olmalı. Tamam. Leon'un koduyla Astrid'inkinin birleşimi. Astrid 9, Leo'da 7. Tamam.
According to this, the door needs a key module and a two-part code to open. Sounds like I might find those things higher up.
Bunu planlamıyordum. Buradan nereye gidebilirim? Düşünüyorum. Orada bir yer var.
İşe yaramaz.
Şimdi. Oraya mı, buraya mı? Önce karşıya.
Ha, çıkış var sandım. Tamam, burada hiçbir şey yok bu arada. Niye geldim ki? Kutu aldım, çıktım. Emin olayım.
Ha, burada bir şey var. Bunu alalım.
There we go.
Tamam. Az önce buradan, şuradan buraya atlayabilirdim. Atlamadım. Atlamama da gerek kalmadı. Peki. Şimdi ne yapabilirim?
Bir karşıya gideyim tekrar. Ay. Şu karşıya çıkabilir miyim? Onu deneyeceğim. Orada tutunmakla alakalı bir yer yok ama. Burada var. Bu mu? Tutunma noktası. Peki oraya nasıl gideceğim?
Aha, anahtar.
To that key module.
Anahtar şuralarda bir yerde. En karmaşık puzzle'ı en sona bırakmışlar. Şöyle şunun üzerine atlayayım. Aha, orada bir şeyler var. Ha. Bir dakika. Orada bir merdiven var. Buna vurunca düşüyor mu bu?
Tamam, buradan vurabilir miyim? Evet, buradan vurabilirim sanırım şu aradan. Ha, o yüzden sen buradasın. Tamam. Şimdi anladım. Güzel. Tamamdır. Anahtarı aldım. Şimdi şifre kaldı.
Şimdi şifreyi nasıl alacağım? Şifre öncelikle nerede? Onu bulmalıyım. Ben tam olarak bunu niye aldım? Onu çözemedim. Buradan çekebilir miyim onu?
Peki bunu niye aldım? Ha, bunun için.
Tamam, buradan aşağı geri iniyorsun. Buradansa yukarı çıkıyorsun.
This could be useful.
Yeni kilidim. Leon'un mu bu? Evet, Leon'un. Konsoldaki radyal arayüzü aç. Önce 2'ye, sonra saat yönünün tersindeki, yani sağdan sola rakama tek tek tıkla. O zaman 210. Tamam, 210. Leon'un 210.
I don't think so.
Ha, bir dakika, 210. Böyle.
That's one part
Güzel.
down. Just
Tamam.
need to find the other.
2109.
Tamam, şimdi. Hayır, oraya tıklayacaktım. Ah be, dur geri gidiyorum öyle. Şimdi, buradan nereye? Abo. Neyse, onu aşağıdan alırım.
Arkadaşlar ben bir videonun ne kadar kaldığına bakayım hemen şurada. Tamamdır. Şimdi buradan ineyim.
Şöyle bırakayım. Buraya indim. Önce şunu alayım. Sonra buradan giriş var mı ona bakayım. 8. Hayır. Buradan giriş falan yok. Bir yukarı katlamaydı orası. Evet. Ama acaba bir boşluk bulsam yukarıya çıkmak için buradan. Yok sanırım. Peki. Burası nereye gidiyor? Karşıya atlasam. Tamam, oraya gireceğim. Ama oraya nasıl gireceğim? Şöyle biraz etrafın... Şu ne? Tutulma noktası. Neredeydi o tutulma noktası? Burada. O işime yarar mı? Bir bakayım. Yok, yaramaz. Şurada bir tutulma noktası var, oraya gideyim bakayım. Mesela buradan ineyim. İyice suya düştüm. Bokum çıkacak yoksa. Nerede tutulma noktası vardı ya? Taramıştım. Şuradan çıkayım bakayım. Orayı zaten atlıyorum. Onda problem yok. Şu asansörü kullanacağım tekrar. Tamam. Şimdi şurada bir nokta var. Orası. Karşıdan mı atlıyorsun oraya? Nereden atlıyorsun oraya? Oradan bir yere atladığın yok. Acaba dıştan tekrar bir gitsem? Burada hiçbir şey yok. Düşün, düşün.
Aha.
How do I cross over to the other building?
Hadi canım. rastgele oldu.
Okay, I should be able to make the jump to the other building. Made it.
Ah!
I think that office I'm looking for should be around here. Interesting.
Bir boşluk, sıfır boşluk.
This could help. No, that's not it. Nope.
Ay yanlış oldu. Bir dakika.
That should have all the parts of the code I need for the door. I think I have everything I need to open the door to the relic.
109. Bir dakika, diğeri neydi? Leon 2 neydi? Abi mükemmel bir unutkanım ben. Esther'dinki 109. Leon 2'de 2'den
Now for the code.
sola doğru gidiyorduk sanırım. Bir dakika. Şimdi 109.
Got it.
Oh be, oldu. İnanamıyorum.
Another ornament. Stemmur will be interested in this.
Güzel. Süsler de bitti. Şimdi Stemmur'a götürüyorum bunu. Çünkü bir daha oraya uğramayacağız. Aa! Buradaki çarpışmayı unuttum ben. Burada çarpışma olduğunu aklımın ucundan bile geçirmedim ya. Doğru ya.
From journeys unknown, the Nora returned to the teller of tales and keeper of ornaments. Hearts have been all aflutter around here, and I don't just mean the lights. Any luck finding more ornaments?
Evet.
Here you go.
So, did you want to make some changes around here?
Tamam, ne bulmuştuk? Noel, Body günü, Ramazan bayramı, bunları biliyoruz. Paskalya, sevgiler geliyor. Cadılar Bayramı, Dağısı, Yeni Yıl Arifesi. Tamam, Cadılar Bayramı'na bakalım. Ya da önce buna bakalım, Cadılar Bayramı olarak kalsın.
I'll get right to it. Fireworks like Morelands, and all that other stuff floating around. Is that snow?
Don't think so.
Dust?
No.
Hail?
I think it's just sparkles.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, and before I forget, help yourself to the contents of that chest over there.
Nerede ki?
Where our heroine had dared the challenges of the
Ha,
West,
bunda.
recovering life
Burada
from
sandık yok.
loss,
Sandık nerede? Stemmur.
served riches and rewards in kind.
I'm not quite sure I live up to
Ha, burada.
that, but thanks.
Abi efsanevi bu da, ama ben bunu kullanmam. Hatta ben bunu geliştirmem bile muhtemelen. Çünkü kullanmam yani. Söyleme sayıp. Yeni mi aklına geliyor oradaki şeyi bana vermek? Tamam.
Good to see.
Şimdi son olarak da bu.
This one seems
Sonra
good.
bölümü bitireceğim.
I hope Abaddon is ready for this. This is stranger than a spark in a puddle. What kind of festival celebrates bats? By the forge during the party, what did they feast on?
Ha. Yani genel olarak konuşamadım. Genel olarak yiyen yok ama yeğenimiz de var tür olarak. Güzelmiş. Evet, bölümü burada bitireyim. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim dostlarım. Eğer bana destek olmak isterseniz kanalıma abone olabilir, bu videoyu beğenebilir, yorum ya da eleştiri yazabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki videoda görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.